What are my best meal prep tips to lose weight fast? Oh my gosh, there's so many here. I don't know where to start, but let's just start from the beginning. It matters so much what you eat here. Remember, it's not about calories. It's about where those calories come from. So we want to ensure that you're eating the trifecta of blood sugar balance, of fat, fiber, and protein. Because when you eat those, you keep your blood sugar balanced. And when you have your blood sugar balanced, you're not hungry in between meals, and your insulin doesn't go get hijacked, which basically locks the doors to the fat cells so that you can't burn off fat. Now, in terms of prepping, the first thing that it's all about is having the right things in your kitchen. I want to underscore something important here. Just because it's healthy doesn't mean it goes into your kitchen, and here's why. Too much healthy food is unhealthy. So if there's things that are healthy but they're trigger foods for you, they gotta go. Let me give you a couple examples. I'll take one from my own personal scorecard here. I have a little issue with salted almond butter. And in fact, salted crunchy almond butter, I've been known to go into the refrigerator, get it out, get a spoon, and guess what? I don't stop at a spoonful or two. So if you have a trigger food, maybe it's rice chips, maybe it's salted nuts, you know what? The thing is, if you can't stick to the portion size, then you got to get them gone. So that's the first thing, is make sure that you are avoiding the trigger foods for you. And also, along with that, don't bring the crap in the house either. Don't bring the enemy in the house. Make sure you've got the right food in the house. And the answer here isn't to not bring anything to the house. I remember back when I was on Dr. Phil, we had one woman who just didn't bring anything to the house. Well, guess what happened when she got hungry? She rushed out at 11 o'clock to the local place. You don't want to do that. You don't want to end up at like the local I think she went to the local gas station fast food mart at like 11 o'clock. I don't think you're finding broccoli there. I'm just saying. So you want to get the right stuff in the house. You want to get the other stuff out, and that includes healthy food if it's a trigger food for you. Get the processed food out. And here's what's cool, is when you're thinking of prepping food, again, and I love the question because it means that you're not thinking of doing processed food. What we want to do, it all starts with stocking right, having clean, lean protein like grass-fed beef, pastured pork and chicken, wild salmon, and other clean fish. So have that in your freezer. I've got a whole separate freezer just stocked with this. Also in my freezer, I've got some frozen berries and cherries for my shakes. I've got frozen cauliflower rice and broccoli and spinach that I can throw into my shake. And I also freeze up little pieces of avocado that I can throw into my shake. Then in my pantry, I've got wild rice, I've got beans and lentils, and then I also have in my freezer different bone broth. So I start with stocking it right, then I always get fresh vegetables each week, so that's easy to do. I've also made a clear choice to swap high sugar impact foods, things like white pasta, for lower sugar impact foods like a lentil pasta or spaghetti squash. So I go through and look at how do we keep lowering your sugar impact, lowering the amount of sugar and carbohydrates you have in your foods so that you can eat nutrient dense and calorically sparse foods. The other piece here is eat foods that take a while to eat, and then sit down, because it's not just the prep, it's also then what do you do. Don't stand up in your kitchen and eat food. Sit down, make mealtime an event, be mindful with it, and then take a little note from Brian Wansink, who wrote Mindful Eating, or Mindless Eating. We want to do mindful eating, is sit down, serve it on a smaller plate. If you can use chopsticks, even better, and do things that take a while to eat, like a big salad, like spaghetti squash pasta, or zoodles pasta, that's zucchini noodles, or a great soup. Things that are, again, nutrient dense, but aren't loaded with processed calories in there. All right, these are some simple things that you can do. Again, setting up for success in your kitchen is the easiest way to ensure that you can help yourself lose weight fast. More importantly, lose weight effortlessly and keep it off for the long term.